නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. Dear friends in Dhamma, I'm happy to see you here today. Today, I decide to talk about a common topic. Common means we need it. That is why it is common or popular. Today, our topic is mindfulness. The mindfulness, this is nowadays very famous subject, and it is famous movement actually in the world. Without it is not like a religious movement, like organized religious movement. It is not a cult, but it is naturally in society the people interested about this subject. Therefore, people searching about mindfulness, thinking about it, study about mindfulness, and they try to practice it. Not only that, they like to share with other people also, because they have good understanding about the benefits of mindfulness. So it is common, it is popular. Then why we should talk it again? Reason is when any subject when become vast subject, then there is a gathering so many details, informations, ideas. Then sometime it makes some mess. Then some people who are the new or beginners, maybe they would be confused. That is one reason. Other one is the people who practice this, who know this, they also like to get idea, summarized idea about the subject. Therefore, I decide to talk today about mindfulness, because the listeners, the people for the society need brief understanding, summarized understanding about mindfulness. First, what is the Definition. What is the definition of this word? In English, this word has used since 1881. Uh, Thomas William Rhys Davids, he's the first European person or the English person used this word. He was a British magistrate in Sri Lanka. Those days it is Ceylon, colonial country. Then he studied Pali language, and after that he was interested about the teachings in Pali text. Then he tried to translate them into English. Then when he going to translate the word sati, the word sati in Pali, he translated it as mindfulness. Then after that we use this word in English for the sati. There is some arguments, discussions. Is this correct translation? The, uh, does this word say say the correct meaning of sati? So many arguments. They are not. They are good because arguments are needed. Need for future also. But my concern is not the English word. My concern is in the Pali word sati. Otherwise, in I try to understand this word in the languages which are used in Buddhist countries, especially Theravadi countries, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Thailand, their language. I understood all of the Theravadian countries, they use the same Pali word. That is interesting. They are using the same Pali word. I think this word is very simple word, sati. Everybody can pronounce it all over the world. Short word, easy word. Other than we are translate to this each languages, we can use this word as it is because this is the word used by the Buddha. We have to learn it. Otherwise, even though we use not only mindfulness, if we use this sati, then we directly people not understand. Therefore, we need the explanations, discussions to get idea. Therefore, maybe it is strange for some languages, but we can learn the meaning of that word and we can use it. That is the thing we have to do. This sati, this is this word emphasize the cognitive skill, a kind of cognitive skill. Then we can understand what is that. It is related to the cognitive skills. It is related to mind. A quality in the mind. It also a mental phenomena, one of mental phenomena. And this mental quality or mental phenomena, the before 2500 years ago, the Buddha has used this word, and as we know, he is the person who recognized this mental phenomena. And he is the one who understood the value of this mental quality. Because there is many mental qualities, emotions, mental phenomena. Among them, we can see this Sati also one of them. And there is negative and positive mental phenomena are there. Negative and positive. Then definitely we know if any mental quality, mental phenomena is negative, then definitely we have to remove it. Definitely we have to remove it. But if there is any phenomena, then we have to use it or improve it. That is the thing we have to understand first of all. What is that? Any mental qualities or emotions or phenomena, if it is negative or it is harmful to us, oneself or others, at the both side, if it makes barriers to our wisdom and liberation from defilement, then it is negative. Then it is negative. Then, if any mental phenomena or thought or emotion not harm to anyone, oneself or others, both side, if it is helpful for the wisdom, if it is helpful for the liberation or freedom from defilements or remove defilement for free mind, then it is useful. It is positive. Then, among these positive mental phenomena, we can find this sati. Sati means it is not new thing for our life. It is already in our mind. It is not a strange thing. It is already there is in our mind. Then you if you concern about, if you aware about your mind, you can see the situation in the mind, and you can see there is ability to the mind, keep mind in present moment. Why it is important be in present moment? Because normally our mind goes to back, means think about past, forgetting about the present moment. Or sometime we are bothering about future or dreaming about future. Sometimes this idea is controversial. Here, what I mean, the dreaming means forget the present moment and think about future. The dreaming means it is not plan about future. The planning is okay, but dreaming not real. Then, if we are in future or dream about future or thinking about past, then we are not in present moment. Once Buddha explained about that, if anyone not in present moment, not in mindful or sati, if they are in past or future, then they look like dead people because they are not in present moment. Then we can understand what is the situation. Then sati means be in present moment, be aware. Then person who are in present moment, they can think about their past mindfully. That is the important thing. If they are in mindful, then after that they're going to think about the past, they think it mindfully. Then it is okay. Then if they want to think about future, it is okay because they think mindfully. Then we have to understand what is the mindfulness or sati, this mental phenomena, this quality. Then according to Buddha's teaching, according to Dhamma, explain this as a key to the wisdom. The mindfulness is the key to the wisdom. That is important thing for us. Then, but this mindfulness must be developed with meditation practice or bhavana techniques. Then for the to develop in my mindfulness, we can say Sathi Bhāvanaā in Pali language. It is Sathi Bhāvanaā. Bhavana means developing, culturing, increasing. We discussed that word about the last sermon also. So you have to understand about that. And Sati Bhāvanaā means developing the mindfulness. Because we have to use it, we have to develop it. Then when we are going to use and develop, then we can establish on mindfulness. Then we can be a mindful person. Therefore, we need some meditative techniques for that to develop and establish mindfulness. This mindfulness or sati we can use for so many things. Students, young people, they can use it is for their studies. Other people can use their jobs. The creative people also can use the mindfulness to create their artworks and other things. Anybody can use it. Everybody need it. But in Buddhism, talking about totally free from, completely free from defilement. The pure, clear, or natural mind we have to establish. That is, we use that word nibbana. The mind free from defilements. The mind which not burning with any defilement. The mind is calm and peaceful. That is nibbana. Then to experience to nibbana, we need remove all of defilement. So we need mindfulness or sati to remove defilement. Because without sati or mindfulness, we cannot remove any defilement or we cannot recognize them. Therefore, for the nibbana, to experience to nibbana, we need to practice mindfulness. For that, in Buddhism has focused to uh, four uh, key areas, for key for four key areas of experience. That is the important thing. Not all of the our experience. We have to focus, or we have to be awareness, be mindfulness of four areas. What are those? It is related to the oneself, because to achieve nibbana or experience nibbana, we need completely understanding about oneself. Understanding, with the understanding of oneself, we can achieve the nibbana also. That four areas are body, feeling, mind, and mental phenomena. Then I think the people, mostly people who are here, they have understanding about these four areas, because mostly we have learned about this and we have discussed about this, and we know some techniques how to practice the mindfulness of body, mindfulness of feelings, the mindfulness of mind, and mindfulness of mental phenomena. There are so many Buddhist books and teachings on this subject. Therefore, today we don't want to take long time for that. Not, but you have to understand why we uh, says these areas are key areas, because that is the way how to understand oneself. The understanding oneself is most important thing to achieve nibbana and free from defilement. Then the people who try to practice mindfulness or sati, they have to uh, pay attention to particular meditation or bhavana methods. One is the breathing meditation practice, anapana sati, or breathing awareness. That is very important. It is mentioned in the original sutras, especially in Anapanasati Sutta and Satipatthana Sutta also. Buddha has mentioned about this. Uh, because if we practice the breathing awareness, that is meaning we have practiced that four areas. Because the person who practice breathing awareness or anapanasati, they have practiced the mindfulness of body, feelings, mind, and mental phenomena together. Therefore, it is very important technique in Buddhism, not only for the Buddhism, other people also all over the world. It is easy object otherwise to uh, practice this meditation. Then second one is metta bhavana or loving kindness meditation. This is carefully we have to understand, because this loving kindness is not only for the people or human or beings. We have to be friendly with things also, because the meditation practitioners, if they're not happy with teachings, if they're not happy with the place, if they're not happy with the environment, they cannot practice meditation. They cannot continue it, because their mind is not happy with the environment and the situations. If we're not friendly with our physical body, if we are not happy with our physical body, then also cannot practice meditation. Therefore, we must have friendly mind, the metta. Metta means the mind without fear, without desire, without anger. No anger, no fear, no desire. That is metta. Therefore, we have to be friendly with our physical body, especially breathing. That is our focusing. So we have to be happy with that. If not happy with breathing, then our mind is not with that. If we're not happy with our physical body, then we cannot continue the practice. If we're not happy with the environment, then also we cannot. Then if we not if we're not happy with the teachings, then also we cannot practice meditation. That is very important thing. If you're not happy with teachings, then comes the doubt. Sometimes we go into against it, we reject it because we're not happy with it. Therefore, practitioners, the Sati practitioners or mindfulness practitioners, need to practice loving kindness, the friendliness. That is important thing. And walk in meditation, it is needed because for the physical body need exercises and movements are very important. Then we can keep real mindfulness. Therefore, uh, work in meditation, work in working is very important practice for the mindfulness practice. Breathe in, loving kindness, and work in meditation. The fourth one is mindful daily living. That is important thing because some people not be in mindful day-to-day works, but they try to practice meditation couple of minutes or hours in a day and maybe end of the day, then mind is not ready to be in present moment because that training is not there. Therefore, we have to be mindful in everyday activities like eating, speaking, and walking, even in your working place, in office, or anywhere. Whatever thing you do, you have to be in mindfulness. That is very important in that practice because if you can be mindful in day-to-day activities with all of the activities, physical, verbally, and it is helpful for you, your sit-in meditation practice. Mostly, what we do, the sit-in meditation means in that time it is important we try to practice tranquility or samadhi. But sati or mindfulness must be developed with other day-to-day works. That is the thing we have to do. Then from morning to evening, we can we can practice mindfulness. And when we have time to sit in meditation, then we can practice the tranquility or samadhi. That samadhi practice is helpful for the mindfulness. Therefore, we have to keep that idea in a day. Uh, just we have to keep a moment uh, to practice breathing meditation. Even on the chair in your office, anywhere you have the free time when you are sitting, you can practice breathing meditation just 5 minutes. That is useful. Therefore, this four kind of practice need to develop sati or mindfulness. Then we have to understand what are the benefits. That is, uh, there is some psychological benefits, emotional benefits, and spiritual benefit. We need three of these psychological benefits, emotional benefits, and spiritual benefits. Here in Buddhism, what is the spiritual benefits means experience the Nibbana. That is the Buddhist idea about the spiritual development. Experience the Nibbana. That is very important. Then, most important result from the sati or mindfulness is compassion. The compassion, developing the compassion and cultivating empathy, that is very important for the life, because um, compassion or kindness in karuna, that is understanding others suffering, understanding others suffering, that is very important thing. To be sensitive to others, understand to others their feelings. Not only that, the non-judgmental awareness, that is very important. Non-judgmental awareness of the other people. If we have negative judgments, that is out of karuna, out of compassion. As well as we have to be cultivated happiness with other happiness, empathy. That is important thing for the life. It is the big benefit for oneself also, because then there is no jealous in our mind. We are happy with other people. Our happiness is helpful for the other people. Then I like to come to the end here. Next one is I like to discuss. There is some challenges and misconceptions with mindfulness practice, sati practice. The first one is we have to understand carefully. Mindfulness is about stuck the mind. Some people think it is stuck the mind. That is wrong. Within the Sathi Bhāvanaā, mindfulness meditation, sometimes there must be some meditation techniques and teaching to stuck mind, to stop mind. But in mindfulness practice, this Sathi Bhāvanaā, there is no that idea. We train our mind. We not train our mind to stuck or stop in thoughts, but we observe them, thoughts, without attachment, without illusion. That is the thing. That is the thing we do with the mind. We are not going to stop mind. We are not going to stop mind. We observe the thoughts without attachment, and we can recognize them, and we can decide which mental phenomena we have to use or react, which not. So that is a myth about the meditation. Second one is mindfulness is passive. It also wrong because mindfulness is an active, engaged practice that require uh, dedication. Yeah, it is not uh, what is that? It is very active thing. We have to active with our life. Then, but sometime there is some challenges with uh, busy life to practice this, but it also kind of myth because people think uh, my meditation is like just only do it in the calmful peaceful place when we have relaxed time. Maybe that is mostly helpful for the samadhi or samatha meditation practice, the tranquility practice. But this insight meditation practice and mindfulness practice, we have to uh, we can practice it with this uh, busy life. Actually, the busy life is not a challenge; it is opportunity. Therefore, if we think we need calmful, peaceful place for meditation and relaxed time, it is not truth with mindfulness practice. But I want to say that if you want to practice tranquility meditation at the beginning, at the first, then you need that. But for the mindfulness practice, it is not need. Then, therefore, we have to understand. I think you got enough understanding about this, and I like to uh, give a conclusion of this topic within the word of the Buddha. The once Buddha has mentioned this, he that don't do not regret the past. Do not regret the past. Do not bother with the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Mhm. That is the conclusion about mindfulness. Do not regret the past because it has almost gone. Do not bother with future, not yet come, and we can ready or we can plan for that in future. Yeah, but we have to concentrate the mind on the present moment. Yeah, that is the conclusion Buddha has given about the mindfulness. Then uh, we have taken 45 minutes today for the topic. Then I like to open this discussion for this is for the discussion. Uh, Today I can see the Gita Brown, then the Norma Sky. Sorry about my pronunciation, these names. And the family name is Janaki Balasurya. Um, Scott D. Tolson, Nikola Tesla. That is quite famous name. I don't know. Is it a fake name or like that? Real name? Oxomnam is here. Jothan also here. MG San Mac. Like that. Uh, they are the people today here. I can see some questions. The this Nicola has asked question: do Buddhists do rituals? Uh, I think before that, to answer about that, uh, we have to get idea what is the meaning of that. What do you mean with this word rituals? Then we can decide the Buddhists are doing rituals or not. Therefore, please, it is better if you can give explanation. What do you mean with the rituals? This word. Uh, Jothan has asked that question. Have you ever read the Bible? Not completely, but I'm very interested in some part, parts in the Bible, especially the Sermon of the Mountain and teachings in the with the Jesus teachings in the that parts in the Bible. I'm mostly interested in about that part. So I have read that part, but I don't have read a complete Bible. It is big book, and we have to take long time for that. But I have many friends, the Christian and Catholic friends. If I need something to know, I can get idea with them, and I share with ideas with them and discuss with them. Therefore, I can't say I don't know the Bible, but I can't say I know the Bible. Something I know, but not completely. Mm, have you ever thought Juddha was Buddha? If anyone not defilement in their mind, if they are totally free from defilement, then they are Buddha. They are Buddhas. If they achieve that experience by oneself without any other support, then they are Buddhas. Then I don't know, I don't have clear understanding about the Juddha. The if you think Juddha is free from all of defilement, then you can accept it as uh, a Buddha. It is okay. There is no controversial things for that. And I'm in mindful, therefore, not need to guided by someone else from outside, uh, because the mindfulness means being present and without defilement. So then we are free, and we can activate as an individual person. Yeah. The Janaki has asked question here. Does cultivation of the mind mean the calming and the purification of the mind? No, the cultivation, that is why we use that word. We have to develop positive mental phenomena too, not only calming and purification. We have to clean the ground and we have to cultivate the good seeds there. Therefore, we have to cultivate the positive mental phenomena, the kusala chetasika in Pali word. Uh, then mindfulness also one of chetasika, one of mental phenomena. Then practicing mindfulness means developing and cultivating the positive thoughts. Therefore, it is not just calming and uh, purification, but also we have to cultivate the positive mental qualities. J.D. Smith say hello Bante from Jordan, Sangar from Australia. Thank you for joining from Australia. Uh, I have been there, especially I was for a couple of times in London for the 1 year in Melbourne. Therefore, Melbourne is familiar place for me. Uh, the Buddha nature, actually, the Buddha nature is experience the Nibbana, that totally free from defilements. That is the Buddha nature. Then that is why we categorize into two categories: positive and negative thoughts. The positive mental phenomena, they are the Buddha nature. They are. Then if we remove uh, what not belonging to Buddha nature, then we can see the Buddha nature there. And this permanent self, I think we do not need to bother about this uh, word, because of the in Buddha's teaching, he have used the word anatma, because there was another philosophical concept atma. Then it is we have to discuss with comparative with that concept. It is not important for our meditation practice at the beginning, but in meditation practice, when we develop our sati or mindfulness and samadhi, tranquility, when we establish on them sati and samadhi, uh, then we can pay attention to the insight practice. Then we can understand what is the self means. Self means. The, if we try to discuss uh, this subject as a philosophical topic, then we have to study it with as a comparative study compared to the Atma concept, permanent self concept. Therefore, it is something academic thing. Therefore, I like, because the discussion always focus to practice meditation. So uh, the people who have the good understanding and experience with sati and samadhi, mindfulness and tranquility, then they can focus their mind to self and understanding what is that. That is the Buddha's advice also. Therefore, it is better if we can follow that way. Uh, Again, question from the Janaki. Uh, isn't Buddha the awakened one, the one who is awakened from the dream of existence? Mm, in one hand, just simply we can say it is like that. But awakening, we don't want to bother about this word also, because of this awakened words, or the word also given in English dictionaries for the Pali words. Um, that parallel Pali word is Buddha. Buddha means uh, the wisdom, who achieve the complete wisdom, who is, then we can, it is like a, uh, what is that? In sign language, we can use this word awakened and other things. But keep in mind the word is Buddha. The Buddha means fully enlightened, awakened. That is the way translate to in English. Uh, then meaning is totally remove all of the defilement and open to the nature. In that way, we can say it is awakened. Dharmic, I can't understand. Is that question or idea? Uh, the Brodak, I think I, sorry about the pronunciations. The asking about the Mahayana vehicle is, what is that? Actually, I am not good in this subject. subject to give the definitions about this, about the Mahayana tradition. But uh, this translation Mahayana, this word has some misunderstanding and misuse also, because the this word has used in Sanskrit language as Mahadhyana, Mahajnana, and Mahayana. Uh, then we have to get definition from those with that words. But I have good relation with the Mahayana practitioners and Vajrayana practitioners also. As Theravadi practitioners, I have been in Mahayana monasteries, Zen monasteries, and Vajrayana monasteries, especially in Himalayan range. Um, Within that experience, my uh, understanding is the there is some cultural and languages differences are there. It is natural thing, but basically the practice, uh, this mindfulness practice, tranquility practice, as the sati and samadhi, that is the basic practice. Any traditions for the practice this, people use the different techniques, different way, then establish traditions. That is the thing happening. Therefore, uh, my understanding is with the Mahayana practice also, that tradition also people can develop their positive mental qualities and achieve the Nibbana. Uh, that is the my explanation for the now about that. Uh, I think we have take 60 minutes now, more 7 minutes. Uh, I think that is our time limit, so we can stop this. I'm so happy uh, about your participations and the topics and discussions. Again and again, I have to say this: mindfulness is not belongs to just a particular religious tradition, or something cultural thing. It is natural thing from the human mind. It is kind of nature in human mind. The people who are belongs to any religious faith or any cultural background, everybody need to understand the positive mental qualities in their own mind, and uh, if they can develop and cultivate or practice it, it is good for their uh, life, and it is good for the humankind, human life, society, to make a good human society, good world, and it is good for the real salvation, and it is helpful for the salvation from the sansaric circle. Therefore, the people who are interested about this subject kindly participate with kind and friendly mind, then and clear mind, then it is we can share our experience each other. It would be helpful for all of us. Then I like to bless for all of you uh, with Pali stanza. Bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha buddhanubhavena Sadha Sutti Bhavantu Te Sabbha Dhammanubhavena Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te Sabbha Sanghanubhavena Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te. Be happy, peace and calm. May you be happy. May you be experience Nibbana. May you be attained to Nibbana.